Hey guys, Don Walker here again. If you've seen a couple of my videos, I've introduced myself. I'm giving some basic internet marketing strategies that I use, and I'm going to be working on a series here that you're welcome to join and listen in on. Before I do that, though, if you're looking to change your life and do some things online, I think that the most critical thing that you really have to look at is mindset. I really had to look within myself and start making changes within myself. And it's been I've been a work in progress actually, really changing some things and how I think, truly is also towards business. So, back in a few years ago, something happened to me where I really had to make a decision. And if I didn't, it really would put my family in a bind. So, I lost a job. I worked in, the action retail sports industry, and in particular a business. I won't say the name of the business because just for private reasons or privacy for them. But I used to manage a store where we would sell anything to do anywhere from surfing apparel, snowboarding apparel, skateboarding, anything to do with action sports, motocross, and anything associated with that. And I really liked what I did, and something really happened where I couldn't work there anymore. It just didn't work out, and I got laid off. So I was really upset about that, and it left me in a really bad situation because I didn't really have a lot of money left, to not much longer, actually only a couple months of reserves to sustain my family, and it was very difficult. So I had no choice but to find what I could, and little did I know that it would actually turn into something pretty big. Well, I started going door to door selling, for a telecommunications company, cable. I can say cable and phone and internet services, or TV services, and I don't have to say the name, but a major telecommunications company. And then I was actually able to get into the actual company itself. In the beginning, for the first 2 months, I wasn't making any money at all, and it was just pure commissions, pure contracted, and I began in the middle of winter. And this is Denver, Colorado, so you imagine starting to do something new where you had no experience with in the dead winter outside and the type of caliber. And I was really faced with the dilemma. I really said to myself, I'm either going to make this work or I'm not. And I really was kind of thrown against the wall and said, I have no choice. And I said, I am going to make this work, and I will make this work. Once I made that decision, within a year and a half later, I grossed about $107,000, and I never thought that I would ever be able to do something like that, knocking door to door. And I really think what it comes down to is I made a choice. I realized that it was going to be very difficult and very painful. I mean, door to door. I mean, what door to door job is not painful? It was very, very excruciating, very just downright miserable every day. But I just stayed with it. I stuck with it. I was consistent. I was out there every day, just about. And within the course of about a year and a half, I ended up making more money than I had made in years, knocking door to door. And what it was able to allow my family to do is, one, get out of debt. I was able to, have money in reserves to be able to live off of, and have a long-term, amount to be able to live off of for a while in a case of emergency. I mean, we're talking a couple of years here, minimum, of savings and investments that I've created in the course of several years. And really, I realized that it came down to how I thought, my mindset. And I know that's a continual process. And within the last few years, I've read some books that actually help me further how I think. I mean, who would have thought that someone like me, just an everyday, I used to be a skateboarder, amateur level actually, and I like martial arts a lot too. Who would have thought someone like me would have been able to accomplish some of the things that I have, get my family out of the situation that I did financially. But books like Think and Grow Rich, The Alchemist, really enjoy Paulo Coelho's books, the Dale Carnegie books. I've listened to Tony Robbins and Robert Kiyosaki. People like that, people like those people really help me think differently, and really start shaping about what I wanted in my life and what I wanted for my family and what my goals truly were, what I wanted to do. So I really want to encourage you to think about your mindset, because if you had past experiences, and we all have, I've had things that actually hurt me in the past too, growing up, and it hurts, habits, and hang-ups that all hold us back. I really want to encourage you to really take a look at yourself and say what things you need to kind of take inventory of, and say these are things that are kind of holding me back. Because within my business, I say daily, what are some things that I don't like to do? What are things that I feel like I just don't like to do? If I didn't like making videos, that would be an obstacle. That would be an obstacle for me if I didn't like making videos. So a good example of that. But I like making videos because it's the only way for me to kind of feel that I'm doing something in person, because I came from a direct sales background. For the better part of 10 years, I've sold person to person, and I think this is the only way for me to be able to do that, and that's why I like it, for people to get to know who I am. But at the end of the day, and every day when I wake up, I still look at myself and say, what are things that I'm working on? What are things that I'm getting better at? Because regardless of what I was successful at or what I've accomplished, everyone is growing every day. Everyone needs to be able to change things with themselves every day, and that's where I am. So I say to myself, what things, even subconsciously, what type of self-limiting beliefs do I may still have? Do I think that I can't do certain things, or I do have a belief? It's like, well, I know that I can do it. Now where I am mentally is more of the how, working more on like perfecting my skills. I'm getting better at this every day. I have my belief level as far as what I've done so far. I never thought I would be able to accomplish even, on the internet, and I'm very proud of what I have accomplished. So if you're at a point now where you either think that you can't do something, or your belief level is, you just feel very discouraged, I want to encourage you to first think that, you can do it. You just have to really change some things within your mindset, and you'll be able to do that. So moving forward with these series and things that I share with you, I want you to just be, confident that what I show you, you can do. You may know how to do some of the things that I show you. You may be an expert. I don't know, which is great. So that's why there's commenting sections where you can actually put your feedback on too. But if you don't, and this is mainly for people that don't know how, because I've signed up people in my business that said they just don't know what to do. They've never been on the internet before. They can barely use their computers, and a lot of them seriously don't take a lot of action. And I give them things to do every day, and they know what to do. They have a good system, but they don't take action. And if you don't take action every day, it's just, you're not going to be able to do anything in your business. You're not going to move forward. So it's those simple steps every day that you have to really look at and really focus on your mindset. That's going to really help. So I wanted to share that with you, and thanks for watching my video, and looking forward to seeing you in the next video.